The Galactic Council's testing facility hummed with quiet efficiency on Nexus Station, its polished metal corridors echoing with the soft footsteps of various alien species. Today marked humanity's final evaluation for admission into the Galactic Federation, a process that had taken 3 standard years and countless assessments. Commander Zexthak of the Vorlian Empire adjusted his ceremonial plates as he reviewed the human dossier one final time. The bipedal creatures from the third planet of a yellow star had shown remarkable ingenuity in their technological assessments and surprising diplomatic flexibility during negotiations. However, their physical capabilities remained disappointing. Pathetic bone density, muttered Dr. Klix, the insectoid Zephyrian chief scientist, her compound eyes scanning the data tablets. Their muscle fibers are inefficient, their reflexes slow, and their endurance laughable compared to any respectable species. The human delegation waited patiently in the adjacent chamber. Ambassador Sarah Chen maintained her diplomatic composure, despite overhearing the aliens' disparaging comments through the thin walls. Beside her, Captain Marcus Rodriguez, a former Marine turned Federation liaison, simply smiled. Final assessment commencing, announced the station's AI in the universal wise. Trade language. Physical capability evaluation. The eternal weight. The chamber's center platform descended, revealing humanity's ultimate test. The eternal weight stood 3 meters tall, a crystalline obelisk of compressed neutronium that had defeated every species attempting Federation membership for the past millennium. Its gravitational field was so intense that it created visible distortions in the air around it, and its surface temperature registered absolute zero. The task is simple, Commander Zexthak explained, his voice carrying barely concealed condescension. Lift the eternal weight 1 meter from its platform. Hold it for 10 seconds. No technological assistance permitted, only biological strength. The assembled alien observers leaned forward in their viewing gallery. 12 species had attempted this test in recent memory. The mighty Gorvakians, whose natural gravity was 8 times Earth's, had managed to budget mere centimeters. The AI, crystalline ethereals, beings of pure energy given form, had failed entirely. The test wasn't merely about strength. It required the perfect combination of physical power, mental fortitude, and something indefinable that the Galactic Council called species worthiness. Captain Rodriguez stepped forward, removing his uniform jacket and rolling up his sleeves. The aliens' chittering and electromagnetic communications filled the chamber with their equivalent of laughter. "This should be entertaining," Dr. Klix clicked to her assistant. "Watch how quickly his skeletal structure fails." Rodriguez approached the eternal weight slowly, his breathing steady and controlled. The gravitational field immediately began affecting him. His hair stood on end and his skin showed the telltale signs of gravitational stress. He circled the obelisk once, studying its surface, then placed his hands against its impossibly smooth sides. The chamber fell silent. Rodriguez closed his eyes and began to lift. Nothing happened for several seconds. The aliens began their chattering, again preparing to declare another failure. Then impossibly the eternal weight shifted. A collective gasp echoed through the chamber as the obelisk rose 1 centimeter, then 5, then 10. Rodriguez's face contorted with effort, veins standing out on his forehead and neck. His legs trembled under the strain, but the weight continued rising. "Impossible," whispered Commander Zexthak. "The gravitational field alone should have crushed his circulatory system." Dr. Klix frantically checked her instruments. "His bone density is increasing in real time. His muscle fibers are somehow reorganizing themselves. This defies every biological law we understand." 50 centimeters. The air around Rodriguez began to shimmer with heat generated by the impossible effort. His breathing came in controlled, measured bursts, a technique learned in Earth's most grueling military training. At 75 centimeters, something extraordinary happened. The chamber's temperature sensors detected a phenomenon that shouldn't exist. Rodriguez was somehow generating localized gravitational counterfields, not through technology, but through pure biological will made manifest. 1 meter. The eternal. Weight hung suspended in Rodriguez's trembling grip, defying physics, logic, and everything the Galactic Council thought they knew about the universe. His eyes opened, revealing not the expected pain or exhaustion, but something that made the assembled alien step back in recognition. The same indomitable force that had driven humans to climb every mountain, cross every ocean, and reach for the stars despite having no natural ability to fly. 10 seconds, the AI announced. Rodriguez held the weight steady, his body wreathed in energy patterns that the alien scientists' instruments couldn't classify. It wasn't strength in any conventional sense. It was humanity's greatest secret weapon, something they'd never bothered to test for, because they'd never encountered it before. It was the absolute bloody-minded refusal to accept limitations. Time, called the AI. Rodriguez gently lowered the eternal weight back to its platform. The gravitational distortions ceased, the temperature returned to normal, and the human captain straightened his uniform with the casual precision of someone who had simply completed a minor administrative task. The silence stretched for nearly a full minute before Commander Zexthak found his voice. "How?" he managed. Rodriguez smiled, the same expression that had carried humans from caves to starships in a cosmic eye blink. "You measured our strength, our speed, our endurance, but you never measured our stubbornness." Ambassador Chen stepped forward, her diplomatic credentials in hand. "Shall we proceed with the membership formalities?" As the alien delegates scrambled to process what they'd witnessed, Dr. Klix made a note in her research files that would reshape galactic understanding of biological potential. Human weakness is a mathematical impossibility. Recommend immediate revision of all physical limitation theories. The Galactic Federation gained its newest members that day, along with a healthy respect for the species that had just taught them the difference between being strong and being unbreakable. In the years that followed, when young aliens asked their elders about humanity's legendary status in the Federation, they were always told the same thing: never mistake quiet strength for weakness, and never underestimate a species that made impossible their favorite word to prove wrong.